Welcome back to Phoenix Crypto, where we rise from the ashes. Now, guys, so much has happened since, the last few days. I was in Miami, I was gone, but now I'm back. So we have to talk about it. So let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into it. There are big implications for the future of the crypto and stock market happening right now. Let's read. President Donald J. Trump reached an agreement with China to reduce China's tariffs and eliminate retaliation. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. Blah, blah, blah. In reaching an agreement, the United States and China will each lower tariffs by 115% while retaining an additional 10% tariff. By the way, if my voice is a little raspy, I've been talking a lot today, so that's why. Now, this is absolutely crazy. Right, this trade war, this tariff war stuff has been really, really bad for markets, obviously, as you already know. So, fixing this, getting this deal, dropping by 115%, this is exactly what all the markets have been needing. This is a boot off of the neck of the markets, and this has serious implications for crypto and stocks. And so we're going to look at the charts. And by the way, if you don't know anything about charting, don't worry. Phoenix will make it nice and easy and super easy to understand and follow like he always does. And I do have to say, none of this is financial advice. Okay. Now, there is this big debate because obviously there was this massive, massive move, right, where we've gone up, basically straight up. And there is this debate now. That is, are we due for a correction now? Is this going to be a sell the news event? Now we're due for a pullback, and then we continue back up. Right, something like this, which can look very, very reasonable and, typical, sensible, blah, blah, blah. Or are we going to have this kind of pattern where we stall, pump up, stall, pump up, kind of like a staircase? And that's kind of what we've been seeing. Will that continue? You know what? Why don't we quickly do this? Why don't we quickly jump to the S&P 500 just to take a look at how this reacted? And obviously, everything has been reacting absolutely insanely. Like the S&P 500 reacted way stronger to this news than crypto did. It has just been straight up. The S&P 500, guys, from wick to wick, that is 22%, which is, unheard of. By the way, ignore the rating system over here on the right, and it's giving the S&P 500 a rating of D. This is not accurate because this is tuned for crypto. Crazy. Let's take that's basically it. That's totally crazy. By the way, if you don't know, why don't we go back to the Bitcoin chart to quickly discuss this. If you don't know what this blue and pink line is, basically this is my crystal ball indicator. This is what I use to trade and stuff. Whenever the line is blue, that means that the market is trending up and the price is going up, and that's when you want to be in the market. When it flips pink, like it did here, that means the price is in a downtrend and it may continue trending down for a while. So you want to be out of the market. You want to wait until we have a nice blue flip like we did here. Yeah, and you can see that it did flip blue. It kind of stalled here, waited for the crystal line to catch up. Then it stalled, waited for the crystal line, which is this blue line, to catch up, and then it pumped. And we're kind of doing the same exact thing. We're waiting for this crystal line, this blue line, to kind of catch up because price likes to bounce off this level. Now, back to the central question. What kind of structure will we have? Are we getting ready for a pump? Or are we getting ready for a pullback? And there's a lot of people on different sides that are saying different things. And I wanted to, jump in and give my 2 cents here. And my answer is, I don't care. I don't care if we're going to have a pullback of 3 or 4% to the crystal line. I don't care if Ethereum has to drop 5, 10%. I don't care if altcoins have to drop 10, 15% before resuming up, because we are in a strong uptrend. Look how nice and blue this crystal line is throughout. Whenever we have this, blue action, it's like not choppy like here during this market chop phase. You can see here, it's, flip-flopping between blue and pink. But here, when it was just a nice, strong blue line, this is exactly what you want to see. You just want to ride this action. That's exactly what you want to be in. When we have this nice solid blue line, we're in a strong uptrend. There is no reason to totally panic and overthink things. So the truth is, I don't care if it's going to go down a little bit or not. I've seen people on Twitter saying, "Oh, you know, we're way overbought. RSI is way over 70. It's been over or 75. That's what I have it set to. It's way too high. The OBV is way over this moving average. That's you know, too high. Blah blah blah. The price is way over. You know, it's been too high, too fast." Look, we are in a strong. We can even go to the weekly chart. Why don't we go to the weekly chart? Make this super obvious. When there is nice, solid blue, you just want to ride it, okay? You just want to ride. There's no reason to freak out. Okay. Well, nice, solid line blue here. Perfect. When it flips pink, or when you, I mean, especially if you get a red X here, you know, this is your warning sign. Take profit now before it actually turns pink and starts going down. Right now, everything's fine. So I've seen so many people on Twitter and in other videos or comment sections that are saying, yeah, I sold everything here. I'm waiting to buy back in after it totally drops 15% back down to this crystal line. Now, can that happen? Can we drop? Of course we can. Of course we can absolutely fall down on Bitcoin 10%. Of course, Ethereum can fall 20, altcoins can fall 30 again. Of course it's possible. But when you have this kind of breakout, you know, you tend to break out for a while. Like here, we just kind of kept going. You could have missed out potentially on a lot. Here, we broke out. We had this huge move. Imagine if you sold on this candle. So I see so many people saying sell everything. And that is, in my opinion, dangerous, because what if we do get, you know, okay, red candle here, and then we continue up just like this. So I wanted to quickly make a video discussing how should you react to this uptrend. My position is very simple. In a strong uptrend, you want to ride the uptrend as much as possible. You want to be in the market as much as possible. Why don't we take a look at the total market cap? This is all of crypto. This is the entire crypto market cap. We just flipped blue, which means that we're going to continue going up. Look at this. We are, you know, we're doing this kind of pattern, bounce, and we're going to bounce again. So you don't want to be too out of the market. You don't want to sell everything and then have it potentially let the ship go on without you. That's dangerous. I think what is logical is taking a little bit of profit along the way. And this is very different than selling everything, because there's a difference between fully exiting the market and then potentially risking everything moving on without you, and selling a little bit as insurance against a dip. Because if you sell a little bit and there's a dip, well, hooray, because then you get to now re-enter a little bit lower and catch, you know, more of this move. But if it keeps pumping like it absolutely might, then, you know, you still have a good chunk in the market. Not financial advice, of course, but you're not missing out on anything. So while I think taking a ton of profit is crazy, you know, selling everything is crazy, I think taking a little bit of profit is very wise here. And I did take profit. I'm taking profit along this move. So that is basically my entire thesis, guys. The crystal line is blue. It looks like we're just stalling, waiting for it to catch up before we make our next move up. But maybe that doesn't happen. The indicator I'm using in this video is called the crystal ball. This is a custom indicator that I made. That is this line here that kind of does all the work for you. And if you want access to this indicator, make sure to join the Discord, link in the description below. If you do want to become a member of the Discord, you get access to signals, you get access to market reports, and we're going to update this. I think Saturday is when the update comes out, according to the devs. And we have a custom developed AI trading assistant in addition to the crystal ball. So yeah, definitely consider joining. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. Thanks for watching.